Made it back. Hey, you were talking in your sleep a little bit. Not that I paid too close attention, but where were you last?
Oh, I was up there, on the surface. I never thought I'd see it for myself, and now I'm...
You're really selling me on the whole thing. If it's that bad.
You don't understand. I have to go that way. It's part of my task.
Have fun being all cold and damp.
Begging your pardon, Shades.
Blood and darkness. Sounds like there was a big commotion on Olympus last night, and I wasn't even around, thanks.
Just great. Almost got eaten by the father of all monsters trying to distract him from destroying everything in sight.
You know, babe, when somebody misses out on a good time, you gotta play it down. Like, oh, it wasn't anything that great. Or they'll feel bad they couldn't make...
You should feel bad.
Well, now, I don't.
Hail, broker. Catch of the night.
Oh, look. Must have got a lot of help, knocking Typhon from his perch. Oh, we all heard. You got a dozen family members all up there, some of them strong.
They certainly are capable, but they're backed into a corner on Olympus. What matters is our latest battle was victorious.
Sharing in your success, or just trying to appease me? Main reason you won is that monster had it coming anyway. But...
What's that supposed to mean?
You'll see.
Odysseus is on assignment, huh? Only the fearless are deserving of the gifts of night. So mote it be. Must be an incantation that can help.
Hermes indicated you were instrumental in releasing Typhon's grip on Mount Olympus recently. I trust that your embattled relatives contributed their share to that result.
I may be just a frontline diversion in stopping the monster's attacks, but it worked. Lord Zeus at least was able to remind Typhon about the power of his lightning bolt. The others had their hands full someplace else.
The gods must be grateful for such an effective frontline diversion. And Kronos must be grateful for the brief reprieve as well. But carry on as you see fit. This was all part of the Titan's plan.
My thoughts exactly.
Oh, you're up.
Full bloom.
This place has changed so much since I took off. If you told me half the stuff was here, you'd have had a way easier time persuading me to come back.
I wanted to see if you'd do it of your own accord. And also, surprise, you still remember the trick to locating the place.
Hard to forget it once you know the way. Though, finding a good landing spot, I'm out of practice on that front. I nearly crashed into the cauldron.
No, what happened?
I crashed into Master Odysseus instead.
So that's it. wisdom of the ages.
Hey, might I have a word? Settle a little wager here, young one.
Typhon's Then you win the wager?
Damn right.
Walk in the woods. To the House of Hades.
Neris got her poor wings plucked, would you? Next, make her hand over a rail of adamant, would you? Shoots faster than any bow I've seen.
Sure.
The surface and the ardor of the journey to the mountain of the gods, then somehow withstood that monstrous being risen from the past. You are even more than I imagined, little star.
If it'll do anything. Yeah, say something?
Say something? Fasting. 1, 2, 3. Say something?
Yeah.
Lunar Ray.
May I help you? Really? Got here well before you did. Cleaned up too. Makes you mad, I know. Don't hold back.
I don't want to fight you, Nemesis.
Not asking you to fight me. Asking you to hit me. See if you can even make... Let me have it. 2 weak.
Spawn of Hades.
Don't mess this up.
Hit me then. I'll use this well.
You may I was unable to detect you for some time, but then the Earth itself shuddered, as though an object of very substantial size fell from considerable height. That must have been the being you call Typhon. Did you cause him to fall? Do not respond.
That you located Hades' flower. How he must seethe, incarcerated in that pit of despair. Although at least he's whole. What of your mother? Nothing still?
The princess calls into the dark to no avail.
Done. Selene, show my foe to me. Saw clear through my prey.
Coming right up.
My silver.
You would forsake my blessing, even knowing it is sought after all the world.
Let's take it easy now.
Blasted pride.
I see. My boon grows stronger.
I see something of use.
No escape. Cheers for that, Tula.
Even I could use a bit of heat on some occasions, Flower, which the Forge of Hephaestus here provides. Perhaps as compensation for the utter lack of warmth between most men.
Just listen to the lady, Demeter. Everybody on the mountaintop thinks they're so sharp, but this one, she is blunt like my hammer. And some jump.
Isn't far.
Question. Tell me, ere we clash again, has your brother come to understand yet the necessity of his participation in your task?
It's been a bit of a struggle. He's found a suitable weapon in our father's spear, but he hasn't granted me its essence yet.
Then tell him what he needs to hear, if that is what it takes to spur him on. I do not like having to count on him any more than you, but his cooperation is an absolute necessity.
I need more than his cooperation. I need his trust. I'm not...
I suggest nothing. The task is yours, as are the methods you employ to achieve it.
I intend to.
Crossed flames awaken! shall see you at the crossroads anon. I shall be catching there my breath.
I prevailed.
Returned, have you? The frosty goddess Demeter is urging you along this eve. Alas, there are no seasons in the underworld.
Downward. At least my feet are clean. Tula now. Bones for the broker. Go, Tula. And caught. A gutter bomb. Until we meet again.
Been easy for you being at the palace here at the break of dawn. Probably much more light than you're used to. We're hardly used to it either now, thanks to all of Typhon's storms.
Going in. darkness of the moon. It's warm. By the will of chaos. What do we have in stock? It's over. This is a stockfin.
You followed our song. What'd you think of our latest number, lady? Critics say Bewitching Eyes reveals a soulful, more vulnerable side of skill in the siren.
I couldn't make out all the lyrics while fighting back you lot, but you sing of red and green bewitching eyes and love potions and such. Is this truly how you feel about me?
No. Why would I feel any of those things, especially about you, lady? It's called a fictionalized work. And besides, this one's for those of you who can't get away.
Show's over. Always use more. Out of here. Excuse me. can use this. Victory! It's a sobby. Come on. Come on, cat. Corruption cleared. Think I can finally go. I can do this. In the name of Hades. Not moonlight, that's for sure. Show me the way. Restored. You cannot hide from us. Washed in moonlight. quietly past. Aren't you a welcome sight?
A welcome sight. A welcome sight.
I know you didn't always speak this way, without the full use of your voice. But you possess such strength despite the change. My words back.
My words, but the intent is yours. My words.
Take care now.
Take care.
Flourish. Imbued with greater strength. Vitality. The spirits of the dead. See you in the crossroads.
Shipment of those gold and Kronos coins. I melt them down and dump the goop into the earth whence it came, so Kronos can make more.
Such strength. I have to calm him down.
After some.
Now be at peace again. All set? Should I do this? Going down. The lowest reaches. Ever-shifting chambers, move!
Did you perhaps forget something when last you interfered?
Father.
Greetings. To think that you might stop the Titan forever. In my youth, I could not believe we were related. Yet now I realize.
Lord Father, it was my wrath that brought me to this point. And how can you possibly compare yourself?
We did this to each other. Gods and Titans, doomed to live forever, yet learn nothing all the while. Do us.
I don't plan to. Thank you, Father. bounty of the infinite abyss. In we go. Predictable. Massive satyr's back. Traitorous wretch.
Pleased to have finally met in a more proper way, my dear. You bought this mountain of ours a bit of extra time, so we are bolstering our defenses as best we can.
Not this. Go, Tula.
The limits of my life.
Come on.
Good find. By my father's name. Open. All right, Tula. Come on out. It's a goldfish. All right. In the name of Hades. Quick dip. Refreshing.
Looking for someone? I must say, I'm quite unaccustomed to so many frequent visits from my kin. Perhaps if Hades and the others deigned to call as often, our relationships would not have been as strained.
Oh, this is not that sort of call. Though I didn't realize you were merely lonesome. Are your satyr worshippers not stimulating enough as house guests?
They are worshippers, not kin. You are unfortunately caught in the midst of a dispute, and do not know the difference between having family around or not.
Because of you, and this dispute of yours. And now you'll be destroyed for what you've done. Was it worth it?
Well, when you put it that way, no. Had I not made any mistakes, we would not be here now, would we? Certainly not as such vicious foes. Yet here we are, each in turn facing the consequences of the past. infinitely stronger now. Stronger with each passing night.
You're old and tired. You don't even know why you're fighting anymore. To prove something to your children.
They took everything from me. Everything and more. Now they seek for you to take the rest. Such a wretched family, this. Leave me be.
For Olympus. I have what I need for now. Again, to the abyss of the subconscious, I descend. Once more, night and darkness guide me to my blood beyond the grasp of time.
Oh, my dream, she says. Well, come on then. This is hardly what I'd call a haunting. Just standing around waiting to be haunted. It's mildly foreboding at best. Nowhere near the unnerving sensation one would expect. Wait. Oh, hi, sister. Back to haunt my dreams some more. I didn't like where we left off, arguing over our relatives and our duty. Besides, Father always says no fighting in this house.
I didn't feel good about it either, and I couldn't help thinking about what you said. I know you were being honest with me about...
Believe me, I'm absorbing it as quickly as I can. We have this sinister grandfather who's resorted to all-out war against the rest of the family. One way or another, he needs to be stopped.
That's right. And I've been trained in how to stop him, though unfortunately it requires you to do some of the dirty work. The worst of it, in fact.
So what do we do? Say we proceed as planned. I get Gygaros to you, you do something to it. I use it to destroy Kronos in my time before he takes control in yours. Then everything would be all right.
Well, I assume so, yes. We can't anticipate exactly what shall happen in a world without time, but it's existed in that state before, and can't be worse than letting him prevail.
But if Kronos is gone, what happens to you? You're here because of everything he did.
No. If Kronos hadn't taken Father's throne, we'd be together as a family. He denied me a father, a mother, a three-headed dog, you. And some evening he'll deny you that and more if we don't act.
Okay. It's just, it turns out I have a sister and I don't want to lose her over this is all.
I don't want to lose you either, Zagreus. I want you back. You and all the rest.
Well then, I'd better get you Father's spear. I'll have it for you next we meet. I promise.
Thanks, brother. Leave Gygaros in your chambers for me, and we'll go from there. From mists of memory, return to Shadow now. That's a bit more like it. I think my brother might be coming around. Perhaps I am. There has to be a way.
You are out of... You know, it's kind of spooky how you never come in through the front flap anymore. Ever think of taking up haunting yourself?
Oh yes. I figure if none of this works out, the lot of us can wander the earth, striking fear into the hearts of any mortals who dare look...
Now we're talking.
Haven't you done enough?
You don't even speak with Headmistress anymore, do you? Makes her relationship with Nemesis look
She said a lot of nasty things about me, babe. And not just to my face. All because I didn't fit her model of a star disciple. I had to move on. It's just, I don't...
Eris, you repeatedly stole from her. Kept using the cauldron to create explosives, and my tent for target practice. Vandalized Hypnos in his slumber, salted the garden, and continually harassed Shades about the way they died.
Well, Miss Perfect, so I made a few slip-ups. Doesn't make it okay for Hecate to lecture me in private, where I couldn't even get full credit for the things I did. You don't know...
She silence-warded you, didn't she?
I think maybe she did.
I salute you, Shades. big one.
Well?
The first few times I saw you out there, I figured you were just venting your anger. But you keep heading out night after night. You're determined.
Not if no one says anything. Besides, Hecate likely already knows. She isn't dense. Just letting me learn whatever she...
Fine. We're both learning a lot, I think. But I don't intend to let up on any of my responsibilities, just because you...
Somebody's got to do it.
Good hunting.
When last we spoke in the taverna, I didn't mean to shame you for your musical tastes. I just had no idea that Skilla could be taken seriously by anybody, much less you.
Think nothing of it. Siren music's an acquired taste. Acquired by all those who sailed in their vicinity whilst I was home. Incessant drivel, though, that's all you think it is?
Well, perhaps I was a bit uncharitable in my assessment. It's just... I have trouble separating my disdain for the performer from the quality of her craft.
It must be very catchy.
You showed that wretch again.
Aye. Zagreus and I finally reached an understanding. He knows what needs to be done. But I wanted to ask you something, Headmistress. With Kronos in the past, there's truly no other course but to destroy him.
Oh, blood and darkness. He's got to you, hasn't he? Your brother, at least, if not Kronos himself. Why are you asking me such things when you have come so close to the completion of your task, Malinois?
Well, for one, we're on the verge of destroying time itself. For all you've taught me, I've never fully understood the repercussions this would have.
We cannot know such repercussions ere they come to pass. Our charge, your charge, is to stop Kronos, whatever it takes.
None.
How strange to be encountering this brother of mine here. So then he truly hasn't stirred at all?
Not once. Headmistress Hecate says Hypnos was already fast asleep when she recovered him from my father's house.
It wasn't my place. We each come from big families, don't we? Odd families. You know how it is.
I'm beginning to, yes. All grown up. The Arcana. Fair trade. I'm short on bones. There we are. wisdom of the past. Now I see. I see this potential. Now for Typhon.
You made it all the way up to the mountain earlier. I'd give you a tour of the old forge next time. It's just sealed up. Damn near impossible to find.
Remember me? The god of war.
In war, we must be unpredictable. The Titan Kronos likely is expecting you to strike at him again, whilst you direct your efforts toward our mountain here. A clever ploy.
That barricade's back up.
This is for you. You have gone far since last we met, especially for someone with no steeds. Thus, I commend you, and may all of your future attempts in turn succeed. Phase shift.
Let's have a look around. Olympus, I accept this message.
Right.
Hi. I can use this. The barrier's weakening. Up to that. silver shines. Where next? Where else can we go? You shades are getting out of there. What's left of Aphira? Should put a dent into that barrier. Olympus, I accept this message. War rages. Finished here.
Search there.
Oh. In the name of Hades. Did you enjoy your nap? Are you the one responsible for that spectral barrier at the city gates? It has the markings of Kronos all over it. And you seem to be the extra backup in case it fails.
Oh, that thing, yeah. I knew it'd never hold. But they keep fixing it anyways. Almost like somebody out there don't want you here.
into the purse. This way.
The possibilities. Darkness guide you.
Come on, then. Tila! Beg pardon? Locked. Set.
The soothing waters of a fountain.
A shrouded glade, shorn from the heart of the land, somehow remains suggestive of a time of peace and beauty that has long since fallen deep into the distant past.
Times change. The Black Flagship. There's my order. Front of the fleet.
Wealth cannot be measured in mere coin. The very idea is absurd. Yet, there you are, paying for goods and services as though Kronos has already prevailed.
Look what washed up.
Why is it that you're putting all your effort into stopping me? You're Strife. You should be unpredictable. Perhaps lash out at the forces of Kronos for a change of pace.
What makes you think I don't? You're not the center of the world, babe, and I couldn't be more unpredictable. Don't know why I keep running into you, though.
Come here, babe.
Woo! That's it!
Tula. Where does she get all these? Now the climb. The tooth. Here goes. More raiders. Hear me, on my authority. Right.
Follow your senses.
See that one, Tula? Caught out. It's a pillar top. Straightforward. Lord Poseidon! Special delivery. Lord Zeus! this message. This one. Best use those wings to fly away, Draken.
Resemblance between Ares and myself, can you, Witchy? Mayhap he got the looks, but I got all the personality, didn't I, brother?
I grant you that we lack the same behavior patterns, Hephaestus. But if there is to be such competition between us, then perhaps Aphrodite herself could be the judge, if you are open.
Confronted Prometheus before. You mentioned he's been able to elude you. Perhaps he knows he'd stand no chance against you if you fought.
I knew Prometheus prior to all this. I suppose our tendencies toward matters of the mind connected us. You know that he stole the gift of fire for mortal kind. Well, he also gave them reason, from me. Some of them, anyway.
I shudder to think what mortals must have been like before they had any reason. Although perhaps Prometheus ought to have kept some reason for himself.
Perhaps he thinks he did, or has as much as he requires. Unfortunately, reason tends to be in lesser abundance than most would dare to admit. I concur. Now I must go.
Care to pitch in? Fine, but don't get underfoot. Come, friends. Stand and fight!
Couldn't do it.
at last.
You have her blessing then. Just like that, she gave you her strength, her approval.
You mean Hera? Of course she did. We're all on the same side. More than that, we're family.
Family. It figures that Her Grace the Queen presides over the entire concept. Marriage, birthing, and the like. Curses.
Look there.
This is for you.
Again we meet.
Why do you care so much for mortals anyhow? Their lives are short, their flesh is weak. Only in death do many of them finally begin to gain some sense.
Any laborer of skill cares for their work. Mortals, poor sods created in the image of the gods, yet forced to be inferior so that they could never achieve what my master and I now intend.
You mean to say that you fashioned mortal kind, then stole the fire from this mountain for their sake?
The truth can be difficult to absorb. Mortals live only to suffer. As I am responsible for that, I sought to take some of their suffering from them and redistribute. I took first on you. Stealing from Olympus.
Bye, Aitos. Some assistance, please. And caught. Fine work, Tula. The mountain's tallest peak. Enough of this. Serpent scales. Closer to the top. It's that broodling. Or a twin. One less of Typhon's brood. In the name of Hades. Greater strength. completed. Nearly there now.
We're low on stock, but got some goods to spare.
Kiss of sticks.
Greetings, my dear.
No escape. It's a chimerid. Come on. Show yourself!
Something for you as well, Typhon. Belinoe, we're all counting on you.
Athena! Well, damn you. If only Zagreus could see me now.
The hopeless threat of Typhon, whom the princess of the underworld sent howling toward the earth from which he sprang in all his rage, subsides. But only for the night.
The family can enjoy a moment's rest. The path to the palace. To all my family on the mountain, let me pass. Dawn. They're here. Lady Aphrodite.
Young lady. Tranquil music made by masterful Apollo reverberates throughout the palace grounds, piercing the grimness of the circumstances like an arrow of pure light.
He's good.
Typhon is not backing down, though we shall drive him back. Each night he deigns to threaten us, if that is what it takes.
Either that, or we could probably destroy him, along with this mountain and a good portion of the surrounding countryside. Although, where would we live thereafter?
We needn't weigh that possibility at all, Hera, my dear. Best not to even speak of it. Melinoi assured us Typhon could be dealt with in a different way.
I'd not intended to make promises on that account, Lord Uncle. Though I shall do everything in my power to ensure Olympus stands while Typhon falls. I just need to concentrate on Kronos for a while.
Well then, pardon my bluntness, my dear, but why aren't you in your underworld? We now can hold our own, you've seen, but we cannot reach the Titan ourselves.
Do as you must, Melinoi. We shall be waiting to hear word of your success in Tartarus, and you can count on all our blessings on the way.
Goodbye.
Though perils come to test our will, our noble home is standing still, weathering all storms with pride. Here above the clouds, we sing aloud the voice of God. The sun shall rise and dawn will break, our fated glory ours to take, though perils come to test our will, our noble home is standing still, weathering all storms with
Your song is such a welcome sound after a hard night's climb, cousin. It nearly makes me forget the troubles we're dealing with. All this light, however, I'm not used to yet.
We're not much used to it here either for how dark it's been of late. Though let's get you back before it drains you more. Sounds like you have to pay Kronos a visit soon.
That I do.
Sworn to do our righteous duty, ruling the heavens.
Should Typhon rise again, I shall return. Return to Shadow now. We're getting somewhere. Glad to be back here with you. But it's a new night now.
How can this be?
You don't remember them, besides this painting and your dreams. But still, you fight for them. See you all again in a few nights. Have you ever even spoken with Commander Skelemius, Dora? Or Odysseus? We have these great masters on our side who know so much of history.
History? That what they call it nowadays? Well, I don't have big plans to go to war with the rest of you anytime soon, though if I change my mind, I'll probably check in with those guys.
They're good people.
The Fates were generous.
How can you be so certain that there are no more weavings taking place? That rather than the Fates setting the course of our lives, there's no pattern anymore. Only shit.
I never said I was certain. Only that I no longer sensed my sister's work. And it's a relatively well-honed sense. But I've also never been apart from my sisters like this.
As though you don't know where you're going. To me, everything feels the same as ever. Present circumstances notwithstanding. How much control do the Fates truly have?
They are highly influential, I can tell you that. But can they force your every action, every thought? Of course not. You are conscious. It was your choice to speak with me just now.
But the Fates knew we'd meet.
Precisely.
Another victory.
Hey, really must be making Typhon mad. What's the plan there besides that? Get so caught up in all the glory that you lose sight of our real enemy?
The father of all monsters represents an urgent threat. You'd know it if you saw him for yourself. If Olympus is laid to ruin, Kronos prevails.
Speak for yourself. The underworld never needed any of those gods. Kronos wouldn't even be here if not for them.
Thank the Fates we have you to deal with him.
So there you were, alone atop the rain-soaked mountain, when out of the dark came a roar so deafening it shook Olympus to its roots. And with it came Typhon himself, more vengeful even than before. What then, goddess?
We fought. I prevailed. Oh, blast. I was supposed to weave a yarn. He kept trying to crush me with his chin, but I evaded and clambered to the top of his head, where I drove the sister blades Lim and Oros into his brain.
Oh, quite gruesome at the end there, I like it. My only criticism, if I may, is that all too many tales involving huge monstrosities resolve that way. What if he were to swallow you whole, only for you to cut yourself out of his gullet?
I was just getting to that part.
Thanks for the suggestion, ma'am, but I'll be sticking around as long as I want. Last I checked, you can't do anything about that, right?
You are correct, Eris. I cannot stop you from going where you please. But I can make your life profoundly difficult in ways you cannot possibly begin to imagine. I refrain only for the vow I made to your mother.
You can't intimidate me. Nick's tried before, and look where that got.
Full grown.
May we converge?